Hello everybody and welcome back to the TheLazyGeneral's playthrough of Stellaris, checking out the new Utopia expansion. It's been a while since I uploaded the last video for this series. Life sometimes happens at staggering velocity, so I apologize for that, but we should be getting a more regular release schedule up and running for these videos. Now we are rejoining the immortal collective of Big Bosses, what is it? Big Boss Brains Braynesloogs Bonanza. Oh my. So, this is a hive mind race. And we have a natural neural network and a subsumed will. So we get extra influence and we get extra research speed. Oh, I've just now noticed that food is an Empire resource now. That's interesting. I'm curious to see how that plays out with different planets, because I know in the past there were mods that would allow you to transfer food between planets, so you didn't always have to be growing food on every damn planet. So I'm curious. We'll have to see how that goes. In the meantime, we were right in the process of building our first colony ship, and I believe we were going to colonize... I think we were going to try to grab Fevalian. Yeah, Fevalian? I don't know. I can't really tell if there's any I's in there. Those are all L's. I don't know. The font is hard to read at tiny sizes. But this area right here, in fact, we're going to rename it to... easier to pronounce. There we go. The easier to pronounce system. There we go. So we're going to be taking over this size 21 tropical planet in the easier to pronounce system because we got an event that completely cleared off all tile blockers. So the whole thing is open. It'll be super easy to colonize, super easy to develop, all that good stuff. So let's unpause. And we can move up to fast speed. And let's enjoy some things happening. Our construction ship is working on constructing something. Looks like we're building a mining system here. This music does not screw around. It sounds quite epic and orchestral.
Research complete.
Okay, so solar panel network research is complete. And we've got a 10% anomaly. There's significant scarring on the surface of this world in a pattern that cannot be natural. From orbit, the massive rifts look almost like writing. Alright, we'll research that. I'm sure it's probably a story written about the difficult life of an alien mercenary. Let's go ahead and get global energy management, because that's a very useful building to be able to produce. Alright, so let's see what's going on here on Sloog. Looks like things are going well. The Braynesloogs are working hard. We could use Autothcan Monument. Interesting. So this produces Unity. What's our food output looking like? We're +3 right now. I think we can... Alright, it's alien writing. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large body of writing into the surface of Troydam 2. The massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. Called it. +3 society research, so we'll take that. I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and build this Autothcan Monument, whatever the hell. Too good for more vowels, huh? And we're going to suppress the collection of that one food resource, because I like the idea of getting more unity. It's a new feature. I want to make sure we're getting into it. We'll queue up a few more systems to survey, holding down that shift key.
Construction complete.
I've got to remember to get closer to my microphone when I'm talking. It's difficult because I've got this kind of rickety microphone stand, and it likes to fall away from my face because I'm using this Blue Yeti microphone, and it's more Oh, we need just a little bit more minerals to do this. Let's orbit around this planet for a minute.
Construction complete.
Negative energy balance. We're going to try to fix that ASAP, and we're going to have to build some ships very, very soon. So once we improve our energy income, genome mapping, our people grow 10% faster. Oh, and we got another anomaly. It all happens at once. Signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Okay, research that. We're going to set up a new research. Our people grow 10% faster. And let's... Yes, we want terraforming. Oh, terraforming is so good. Okay. We now have the minerals we need. We can start building a mining station here. And it looks like our colony ship is built, which might be what was causing these problems. So we're going to go... We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Odlamon system. These strange objects have been flagged as beta aliens. Interesting. I don't really care. So we're going to colonize this planet. We have discovered several massive listening arrays on Elthior 4. These arrays are millions of years old, and we believe that they were originally built by the Ute. Though it appears that at least one other alien civilization repurposed them at some point in the last 500,000 years for their own needs. The colossal receiving dishes are beyond repair, but some terminals are still intact. Interesting. So we get a special project for listening arrays. So now it's time for the Sloogs to enter. Enter Sloogs. I think we're going to take up this spot because we get lots of good adjacency bonuses. Although I may build here? Hard to say. Now we're going to go with this spot. Easier to pronounce. Prime. Yes, why not? That works for me. So we are currently going to be working on colonizing that planet right there. And that's unfortunately going to give us a negative energy balance. And Sloog has officially finished their surface production queue. So what's a Corvette run? It's 58 minerals? We're going to have to improve that. Our Corvettes aren't very good yet. And we need to grow our Navy either way. Let's get some more surveying done. Got to make sure we're covering as much ground as possible. That gives us the most opportunities to find habitable planets, which will allow the Braynesloogs to grow.
Research complete.
We need more Braynesloogs. Alright, so we've got a finished research. Powered exoskeletons are finished, so we get better army damage and better minerals. Always nice. And we have the option of an enhanced mining network, ion thrusters, or improved spaceport. I may go with the improved spaceport because anything that gets us towards better ships is worth it. So we finished exploring more systems. What have we got here? Listening arrays. We need a skill 5 or higher scientist. Unfortunately, our scientists are absolutely not up to the task right now, so we're going to have to wait. We're still at negative energy. Hopefully that will improve shortly. What have we got here? Scientist Gethmar has leveled up. Excellent. I believe we finished one Corvette, so we now have 4 ships. I don't know if... It wouldn't make sense. Scientist Abgalore has leveled up, and Scientist Garma has leveled up. I don't know if the birth of space piracy comes to a hive mind empire. That wouldn't make much sense, because there shouldn't be any individualism. There shouldn't be anybody who would even be capable of considering revolt against the collective.
Construction complete.
But just in case, we're still going to build up our ships, because usually something bad happens in the early game. Something that will usually make you wish that you had, like, built more military. So we have a 20% failure risk. Impressive structures litter a small area on the surface of Elthior 6, practically begging for some archaeological work. Let's go ahead and research that. We are receiving a transmission from the Dima Zanyan Confederation. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities between us have ceased for the moment. Alright, I speak on behalf of the Dimazantan Confederation. We are a democratic nation committed to upholding the individual freedoms of our citizens in a galaxy full of alien horrors. Our elected leader, President Rapadef, warns you not to interact with our citizens or approach our space. Greetings. The news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time has been received with mixed feelings by our populace. This confirms what we had long suspected. We are not alone in this galaxy. Each new alien species we encounter represents both an opportunity and a threat. We must be wary. These particular Xenos have a level of technology similar to our own, indicated that we achieved spaceflight at roughly the same time. This changes everything. So we have a construction complete, that anomaly notification system surveyed. We're pretty good for the time being. We still need to build more corvettes. We have allowed you to move about freely in our territory for too long. Today we draw the lines. Okay. I don't care. In fact, you know what? I'll go ahead and throw it right back at you. Where are these guys? They're all the way over there. Wow. The structures on Eltheor 6 are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Galosh notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that, to the builder's alien eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us Braynesloogs, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. Intriguing. We gain 90 society research and 120 engineering research, which is pretty huge. I can't complain. Anyways, let's go back to the Dixmod. They hate us anyway. I think a rivalry may serve us well. We'll gain a little bit of influence. And borders should be closed. Alright, so we're good there. Traditions available. We have enough unity to adapt a new tradition. Alright, so we have colonization. No, we have the option to choose one of these. Capital buildings now produce one additional unity. Interesting. Reach for the stars. For the purpose of colonizing and building frontier outposts, systems count as being half the regular distance away. Let's go with colonization fever. I want to go for extra unity, because I think that sounds pretty good. The Dimazanian Confederation is an obstacle to the Bonanzian advance. You have been assigned as a possible adversary. That's fine. Get that influence, yo. They're all the way over there. I'm sure it'll work out. Or it won't. Let's build a couple more corvettes. Alright, so the research continues. What's going on Sloog? We need to start clearing some blockers. We now produce 2 extra unity. Our unity intake is 6 per time unit thing. So this should be producing 1 unity each turn. That's producing 2. We are going to need to clear out some more space, and I think we're going to clear out this one first. Communications established. We are receiving a transmission from the independent space station of the Curator Sigma Enclave. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Greetings, Star Travelers. We are the Curators. I love these guys. They were a great addition from the Leviathan DLC. Our ancient order was established eons ago by the various galactic powers and ascendancy at the time. We were dedicated toward the preservation of all knowledge in an effort to safeguard the galaxy from descending into yet another dark age of mass extinctions and barbarism. We failed. Few of us remain today, but we are no less committed to our sacred mission than our predecessors were. We are willing to share some of our knowledge with you for a price. Well met. They're extremely, extremely useful, especially when we start having more resources to burn. Like, we can really get a lot out of that relationship. Alright, meanwhile on Sloog, we'll start clearing this tile blocker because more food is going to be important to finishing this out. And what's it going to cost me to put down solar panel network? We need 75 minerals for that. Alright, so we've got more fleet. We have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Altair system. These strange objects have been flagged as Delta aliens until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Words with caution. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. I'm super unconcerned about that. We desperately need to improve our minerals. But it costs energy to make stations. Well, we just have to sloog our way through it, right? Haha, the jokes. Alright, so we're going to need a hydroponics farm there soon. We're also going to need to clear out these sprawling slums, which we might as well start doing now.
System survey.
And hopefully we'll finish this colonization soon, because that's killing us. Scientist Galosh has leveled up to 3, and the Altair system is now completely surveyed. That looks like a good get. What's the situation over here? Oh, it's 2, 2, 2, and 2. Before we developed faster-than-light travel, several sublight exploration probes were dispatched from Sloog at near-relativistic speeds towards nearby systems. The scientists who developed the probes naively included sensitive information about our culture and their memory cores as a form of greeting to alien civilizations. It has now been realized that this data could potentially be used against us. We need to track down these probes before they are found by someone or something unsympathetic to our species. Begins the sublight exploration probes event chain. Okay. What are you? Delta aliens. Okay, so that's just an alien ship that's floating around here. Okay, so what do we got to do for that? We have to search Elithar, search Clea, search Polymar, and search Rigel. Okay.
Anomaly found. Evading hostile.
A hostile subspace anomaly fleet in Rigel and is currently attempting to evade them. Okay. They have detected a massive subspace anomaly in the Rigel system. It appears to be centered on one of our missing sublight probes. We're going to leave this be for now. What's going on in Rigel? We didn't lose the ship, did we? Subspace anomaly, power of 267. So, as predicted, the bads have come. And we need to beef up our fleet in order to deal with the threat. So I would say we need about 300 fleet power to cope with that. So we're going to start grinding for that. We now have significantly more energy intake because this colony finally finished. The great colony of easier to pronounce. I noticed that we have extra species cropping up here, like extra populations, which is pretty goddamn nice. I'm not mad at that at all.
System survey complete.
So we're going to let them be at their own devices until we hit 5 population on that planet, as is tradition. We're going to swap you out, and we're not going to build anything right now. We're just going to sit on that because we need to focus almost entirely on building ships. Now let's look at the surface of easier to pronounce Prime. Not a lot of minerals to be had, although there's a fair amount. We really need a mining planet to get going. Now, I am aware that as we level up, there are these space, I guess like space stations you can build that you can have populations on. We are receiving a transmission from the Kalaktora Interplanetary Sovereignty. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open. Okay. We are the Kalaktora Interplanetary Sovereignty, minions of the wise Primarch Blue Germination. Our aim is to improve ourselves through the use of technology, and whether you agree with these goals or not, we trust you will remain amicable neighbors. Greetings. Okay, so let's actually talk to these guys. We want to be friends with somebody. So let's talk to the Interplanetary Sovereignty. Your nation is both flawed and primitive, Braynesloog. It pains me to witness such inefficiency. Well, I guess they don't like us much at all. They've closed borders with us. Let's offer them... Can I offer them food? To make them like me? How much food will it take?
System survey complete.
Well, it looks like one point of food is the same as 100 points of food. Can we offer them some minerals, perhaps? Well, they like minerals quite a bit better, but I don't want to give them all of them. Let's give them a little dose as a gift. Can we get their star charts? Nope.
Research complete.
Cancel. Forget it. It's not worth it. Alright, so technology has been researched. We've finished researching global energy management. Load balancing facilities can greatly improve the stability of local grids and feed excess power back into centralized capacitors. Excellent! I guess we're going to go ahead and unlock the fusion reactor next. We really need some better ship components if we're going to make it in this world. We're going to build a couple of more corvettes. We have a science ship ready to go. Let's go look at this. Traditions available. Hey, look at us go. So we can get a new life, population growth time reduced by 10%, and colony development speed increased by 50%. That sounds useful. And then there's courier network. The effect on increased tradition cost caused by number of colonies is reduced by 33%. Both look good. I think we're going to go with a new life. That way our populations grow that much faster. The ISS Oragas has picked up a signal from a discarded signal buoy belonging to one of our missing sublight probes in the Clea system. There's an ion trail leading away from the buoy on a trajectory toward another star, suggesting that someone has towed the probe there for unknown reasons.
Situation log updated.
Okay, let's look at the situation log on that. So we need to go there. So after you're done researching this, research that. So we have another science ship that we need to do... Oh, they're not doing anything right now, so just go survey something.
Complete.
Make yourself useful. Alright, so the spaceport on Sloog has finished its production queue. Let's see if we can get another corvette going.
Anomaly found.
We've got a 10% anomaly. The asteroid 425984 is emitting some form of radiation in controlled bursts. Is someone or something trying to communicate with us? Let's research it and find out. So these guys are our angry neighbors. They don't like us at all. They've apparently built a frontier outpost to gobble up some property, ASAP. I think we're going to go ahead and build our own frontier outpost there as soon as we've saved up some minerals. They are completely equivalent to us, so it would be a very bad idea to engage them in combat. And I believe this is a good point to leave off this video for today. So let me pause this. We've come and got a lot of stuff done. We've gotten a second colony founded. We've started to build up our fleet. We've made some enemies. And we've started kind of a little quest line to track down all this stuff. So a few more corvettes and we should be able to clean out this subspace anomaly and go get that probe. And then we have to check out this area and find out what's about that. And we'll keep working at it and we'll get that resolved. So I'll just say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've had as much fun watching this video as I've had making it. If you like what you've seen, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me over at twitch.tv/TheLazyGeneral for more shenanigans. Love to see you out there. So thank you all once again, and until next time, bye-bye.